that you can be able to download it. You will actually get a sneak peek into the app. You're getting exclusive access into the app if you go to herpocketcoach.app and enter your information. And within an hour, you're going to get a link in order to download it. Okay. So hurry up and do that. Go ahead and put in your information. If you are the Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Leo, you just cute. Okay. You just want to be the center of attention. Like if you are all of that, then make sure you go to herpocketcoach.app right now. Okay. And go ahead and enter into your information if you have an Apple. If you have an Android, just go to the Android Play Store. And once you go to the Android Play Store and you download it, come back here and say download it. Okay. Once you do it, if you're a Cancer, okay, if you're a Cancer, go ahead and download the app, and it's called Her Pocket Coach. Her Pocket Coach. And once you download it, then just put downloaded, and we're going to walk through this together. And as we talk, if you stick with it, this live is going to change your life. If you're just tired of being tired, you tried all the things and you're finally wanting a solution that works with helping you to attract high level love, then ladies, I promise you, this is it. This is the reason why now never happened in the history of app launches. There's never been an AI powered love coach from the convenience and privacy of your very own pocket. It doesn't exist. And you are literally on the edge of history with being part of this launch. So go ahead and download it. And then I'm going to talk to you about how this app is going to change your life. And literally, you can, for as low as $25 a month, okay? As low as $25. And for the boss babes who want to be able to have more access and get more resources to up-level their love life faster, then you can start at tier 2, which is $297. And for the exclusive community, the ladies that are doing life at the highest level, you really want to be able to attract their wealthy men who are doing life at the level you're doing life, then it's $997. You'll be able to enroll in our highest love success journey at tier 3, and you unlock everything, okay? You're unlocking everything, all the meditations, all of my courses, the love success journey, the AI, the avatar. You have a coach in your pocket 24/7 at your fingertips. And we're going to walk through the app together, and you're going to be able to meet some of my students. So once you download it, okay, put download. Just put download it once you download it. If you're on Android, then Android users, you are going to, you can just go to the Play Store. But if you're an Apple, okay, if you're an Apple, you got to go to herpocketcoach.app. And when you go to herpocketcoach.app, fill in that form. And when you fill in the form, my team is going to send you a text to give you the download link, or email. Just pay attention to either one. They're going to send you a text, and they're going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Okay. In the meantime, for all my ladies who actually take action, you're not going to just complain about it. Okay. You're a doer, and you're the type of person that believes in investing in learning and getting better. And you're constantly working on yourself, and you're constantly journaling, and you're constantly doing the self-work, and you're constantly doing the therapy and all the things. And you're just tired. You're just tired. You're tired of men lying. Like who recently attracted somebody and you thought he was a great guy, and he ended up being just like all the other guys? Where are you at? You said Apple Store is saying, ma'am, listen, Linda, listen, baby, okay? You can't go to the Apple Store yet because Apple doesn't launch until Monday. The Apple Store doesn't launch until Monday. But if you go to herpocketcoach.app, I love you, okay? I'm a Sagittarius, is all I do. If you go to herpocketcoach.app, then for my Apple ladies, if you're an Apple user, go to herpocketcoach.app, herpocketcoach.app, and enter in your information. My team is going to email you or text you a link so you can download it, so you can have it on your Apple phones, okay? Thank you so much, whoever put that on there. I wonder if I can pin it. What? If you're an Apple user, okay. If you're an Android user, once you download it, just put download. Okay. If you're an Android user, just go ahead and put download. And we're doing this together. So when you download the app, this is what it's going to do. Now, in order for you to effectively be able to attract love, you got to clear those love blocks, but you can't clear the love blocks if you don't even know where you are. You need to know what your love archetype is. Okay. And there are 5 archetypes. They are like the zodiac of love. If you have already taken an assessment and you know your love archetype, please put it in the chat right now. Okay. If you have already, found out what your archetype is, please put it in the chat right now. For those of you who don't know your archetype yet, when you log into the app, you're going to answer like 5 questions or so, and the app is going to give you a diagnosis. It's going to be able to tell you exactly what is. You'll be able to see your love archetype. You'll see the top love block that is sabotaging you, whether if it's fear of abandonment, whether if it's hyper independence, your nervous system is in overdrive, whether if it's unhealed betrayal, if it's whatever it is, okay? It's going to name it for you. And then as you finish it, the system is designed that as it continues to learn you, to customize the journey for you. Lonnie, if you think you're a diamond, you said the quiz, you think you're a diamond, but the quiz gave you a ruby. Then that means your primary archetype is ruby. Okay? That means your primary archetype is ruby. And let's talk about exactly what are the archetypes. Because it's important for you first to diagnose where you are. If you don't know where you are, then you're not going to know exactly where you're going. Like, if you want to go from Atlanta to California and you decide that you want to torture yourself by driving, then you need a map. But before you start driving, you need to know exactly where you're going. You need to know where you're going. Where are you going, ma'am? What are you doing? Okay? You need to know where you're at. So the love archetype tells you exactly where you're at. If you're the ruby, you're that type A, power woman. Make it happen. You are the go-to girly in your group. Everybody's coming to you for advice. You always got somebody back. You like to make sure you're in control and you're handling things, and it's not going to get done right unless you are doing it. Okay? You're usually the person that's in leadership position. You're usually that corporate executive. You usually got it going on. Okay? You are the boss, babe. But you also oftentimes operate in your masculine energy. Where are the women who think you are a ruby? When you download the app, you're going to be able to see what you are, what your love archetype is. Okay? You said you don't want to be that type anymore. That's why you're here. Because your archetype is going to tell you what your love blocks are. It's going to tell you exactly what's blocking you from love. And again, ladies, if you are dating, if you are swiping left or right or up or down on Tinder, Grindr, okay, on Match, on Elite, on all of these sites, okay, Only Luxy, all of the things. If you are swiping right before you get it right, then you are wasting time. You are literally wasting time. It's not going to work for you. You're going to end up being frustrated. All the matchmaking, all the love coaching or the dating coaches that you're hiring with a cookie cutter recipe for teaching you what you need to do when you're dating just so you can get a man, when you end up attracting another toxic man just like your ex, is going to simply leave you frustrated. You're going to end up losing time, and you're going to lose money, and you're going to lose peace of mind. And the reason why is because you don't have a man problem. You have a love block problem. Your love blocks are what are keeping you from the love that you want. And your archetype tells you the way you're showing up. So if you are a ruby, you are operating in your masculine energy, you are a doer, and you're going to tend to attract men who are narcissists and man babies. They're going to just let you do it. Okay? They're going to waste your time. They're going to drain you. If you're a citrine, then that means that you experience seeing abuse growing up, or you were abused growing up. And you're going to tend to attract men who are abusers, who want to hurt you physically, mentally, or emotionally. If you are a diamond, then oftentimes that means that you don't see how amazing you are. You think you're a piece of coal when really you are a diamond. And so now you keep attracting men who undermine you, who put you down, who don't really value you, who don't really see you, who aren't showing up for you. And if you are an onyx, and what you're going to find is that many of these archetypes overlap, okay? So you may be a ruby, but you might be a ruby amethyst, or you might be a ruby onyx, or a ruby amethyst onyx, because the onyx is the woman who is the empath. Where are my empathic women? You know, the ones who give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Like, where are you at? Hey, babes. Where are my ladies who you just give a man the benefit of the doubt? You can feel people's emotions. You feel sorry for them. So if a man tells you his sob story, men tend to want to tell you their sob stories. Okay? Thank you. You tend to be like an emotional toilet for men. They're the ones that's telling you, woe is me. My wife did this to me. My ex did this to me. My job is doing this to me. They're trying to figure it out. Blah, 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 blah. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Onyxes, where are you at? You gave him time to stop cheating and he kept on cheating. Ma'am, that's where your first mistake was, ma'am. Okay? His penile was not just something that was poking out of his body and then he accidentally slipped on a banana and then fell into some vagina. That's not how this worked. So the first time he cheated, ma'am, should have been the last time you even saw his face. It should have been an absolute, no, ma'am. Okay? And the reason why you tolerated that is because of your love blocks. And you will keep attracting cheaters until you heal your love blocks. That's just the way it works. It was crazy when I discovered the power of love blocks and how they were sabotaging me and how if I learned how to properly clear them, and it took me $150,000 to be able to figure this out. It's not going to have to take you guys all of that. I paid the price so that you don't have to. Because once I figured out how to properly clear my love blocks, and ladies, here's a sneak peek. If you aren't clearing your love blocks subconsciously through rewiring your subconscious mind and your nervous system, then that means that you are doing all this work without it being effective. It's not sticking and it's not leading to permanent change. Because you are not broken, ma'am. You are smart. You know what you're doing. You are reading these books. You are doing all this stuff. It's not that you don't know better. It's just that your subconscious mind has been programmed to behave a certain way, to choose a certain kind of man, to keep choosing a certain level of dysfunction because of something called homeostasis. And homeostasis is a natural tendency to go back to what it is that you know. And your brain will keep taking you there because that is predictable. I'm teaching you the stuff that is literally going to change your life if you let it. Okay? It may not be sexy, but it's the stuff that's going to change your life. So your subconscious mind is what keeps choosing the liar, who keeps choosing the emotionally unavailable man, who keeps choosing the narcissist, because your magnet is broken due to those love blocks. And once you can clear them, then that's when you now can align with receiving healthy love. So if you're an onyx, then that means that you are lacking boundaries. You're going to feel for somebody and you tend to attract the man who is the narcissist and married men. Onyx tend to attract married men more than any other one of the love archetypes. I was going to say zodiac, but I'm not going to say which one of the zodiacs attract the most married men. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I will. Scorpios. Okay? Tell me I'm lying. Scorpios are notorious for attracting married men. Just are Scorpios and Aries. Okay. So if you, okay. So if you are, we already did the ruby, we did the diamond, we did the citrine and the onyx, and the last one is the amethyst. Now, the amethyst, out of all of the archetypes, have the worst time when it comes to dating. The reason why is the amethyst does not feel safe. She is oftentimes guarded. She is looking for a man who makes her feel safe, but she tends to attract the men who are the opposite. And that's because she was violated at some point in her life, most often in childhood. But the amethyst has somebody take something from her, and that has left a wound, that has left shame. And that shame makes her a magnet to constant toxic relationships. And here is a surprising statistic. 50% of amethysts, of successful, high-powered women, educated women, successful, high-income earning women, 50% are amethysts. Believe it or not. And oftentimes they will mask as a ruby. They will say on the assessment that no, they weren't violated, and then they will get the ruby, but then you will come on the call with me or one of my specialists, and we'll be like, no, it's amethyst. If the app stopped for you, baby, email support@Shay. It might have been something with your phone, but just restart the app. It's like 5 questions. If you're on an Apple, okay, let me do this again. We might need to post it again. If you're on an Apple, then the app in the Play Store is not the app. You gotta go to herpocketcoach.app. Okay. If you have an Apple, if you have an Android, okay, go Android. If you have an Android, then it's in the Play Store. But if you have an Apple, go to herpocketcoach.com. Let me pin this. All right, you have an Android. Try it again and let me know if it happens again. Now, I'm glad you said that, because Leah said, what's included on the event September the 2nd? So, for all of you who enroll in Her Pocket Coach and you are enrolled at level 2, you will automatically get access to the event that I'm doing Monday. Now, normally when a client works personally with me, she pays me top dollar. Okay, she pays me at least $165,000 just to work with me for 6 months. Now, I'm getting ready to do a day trading, a whole training, where I'm going to help you to understand exactly what is it that's standing in your way. How do you attract elite love? What are the things you're doing that's sabotaging you from elite love? And what are the next steps so that you can, within the next 12 months, attract your romantic best friend, an elite man who's doing life at the highest level with you? Okay, so it's going to be extremely powerful. I actually had a meditation, a breathwork meditation designed just for women. Hasn't been done. Okay, that includes light codes that you're going to be doing on Monday when you attend the summit, and it includes a ticket to the summit for only $49. And then it also includes you getting a love blueprint. So you're going to, once you get your ticket, you're going to be able to schedule a 15-minute love blueprint call where you're going to talk to my specialist. She's going to explain to you what your assessment means so that you really understand, like, this is what it means with my archetype. She would dive into what your love block level is. She'll dive into what your feminine energy is and what does it mean. And then she will dive into what is it that you need to do. Sometimes it's using our resources. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's telling you, like, these are the activities that you can do right now. So when you get your ticket, then you will also get that love blueprint. If you get a VIP ticket, then that means that you'll be able to join me in a private, intimate Q&A where you will get coaching by me, you can get advice by me, and you'll be able to join me for an hour before the actual training starts. Okay? So when you join the app, the Her Pocket Coach app, for all of you who downloaded the app, go ahead and put download in the chat as you're downloading it. Make sure you're putting download in the chat as you're downloaded. And when you download it, when you sign up at level 2, then that allows you to be able to join automatically. Okay? Automatically, you'll be able to join us for Monday. And if you have any questions, if you have any issues, email support@ShayBetter. Literally, my whole team is on standby in order to support you, because this is going to be groundbreaking. Now, nobody has any excuses, okay? For only $25 a month, you can start your journey. And at the $25 a month level, then you'll be able to access all of my powerful meditations. You'll be able to access a free 5-day journey. You will also be able to access a 30-day journey that's going to help you with increasing your feminine energy, and that will help you get started on the love success journey to your romantic best friend. Okay? The link for Apple is herpocketcoach.app. So Faith, if you can put up the link for the app for me, please. Okay. So when you download the app, you're going to answer a few questions, and then based on your diagnosis, the app is going to prescribe what your stage is and what are the clearing tools for you. So based on the assessment, the app is going to recommend doing the womb clearing. Did you know that when you have sex with a man, that he actually uploads his DNA into your body, and it goes to your brain, it goes to your womb, it stays in your body to train your body to receive his child? And the imprint of his DNA being in your body affects you energetically. He's creating a soul tie with you. You're creating a soul contract with him that is literally affecting the frequency that you're giving off. Okay? So for women who get the diagnosis that, like, listen, the first thing you need to do is let's do the sacred womb clearing, then the app is going to have that for you. Okay? Or if you have trauma that's stored in your body, it's going to tell you that. If you need to do soul tie breaking, it's going to tell you that. If you need to start working on your feminine energy, it would recommend the feminine energy ascension. If you are, and if you're stuck in your masculine energy, okay? If you're like, hey, I want more, I'm ready to meet my soulmate, I'm ready to start the love success journey, then you can start at level 3. And then at level 3, then now it's going to dive deep, and it's going to help you to be able to not only uncover and clear those love blocks, but start to activate that feminine energy, move you in so that you are ready to start dating. So you're ready to start receiving healthy, high level love. And later on, I'm going to show you, like, what are the different stages? Okay? What are the different stages? And for those of you who are posting the link to the app, thank you so much. Let me see if I can pin it. Okay. Because, ladies, listen. For those of you who want to know, how can you guarantee your way to love? Like, how can you guarantee that love will show up in your life? How many of you guys want to know that? How can you guarantee? Like, what are the steps? So that you can see exactly what steps you've been missing. Say I. You said, so Shay, the app downloaded in my app store, and I saw you. Is that the old app? Where are you? Are you on Android or are you on Apple, baby? How many of you guys want to know that? Like, how many of you want to know, like, what are the 7 steps to guarantee that you will meet your romantic best friend? Okay, if you're on Apple, babes, the app does not launch until Monday. So if you want to be able to have a sneak peek and exclusive access to the app, then you got to go to herpocketcoach.app. And when you go to herpocketcoach.app, you enter in your information. Then my team can text you. They can text you the link for exclusive access for Apple. Okay? All right. So for those of you who want to guarantee that you will be able to attract healthy love, here goes. Is there a way that we can put the 7-stage pyramid on the screen by any chance? Do we have anybody? Is Deja ready?
No, I'm not getting the response yet.
Okay. Who do we have? Okay. Is there a way that we can put the pyramid on?
That on screen?
Yeah. Just get the document. Okay. In the meantime, while Lovebug is working on that, let me see what. Can you see this? Ladies, this is what's keeping you frustrated. Gina, I cannot wait to see you in class. Okay? It is literally going to be off the chain. It's going to be off the chain. The summit, the Elite Dating Summit that I'm doing on Monday. If you haven't signed up, make sure you sign up before we sell out, because once we hit 100, then that's it. We're closing it. Okay? Is it? You said it's backwards. Okay, 1 second. Let me see if I can do the mirror. All right, how about now? Can you see it? Hey, baby. Can you see it? All right, ladies, here, this is what's keeping you stuck, okay? The first step, in order for you to get to happily married, the first thing you got to do is clear and heal those love blocks. You got to do it. Now, if you know that you have a feeling that you don't even know what's stopping you, but you know something is blocking you, then that means that you have love blocks. And that is what's keeping you from the love that you want. Once you clear those love blocks, then you activate that feminine energy. A lot of women do it backwards. They want to work on increasing feminine energy without first clearing those love blocks. But feminine energy needs safety in order to anchor. That means that the love blocks have to be cleared first before you actually activate and anchor that feminine energy. So all the feminine energy activities that you're doing without healing first is going to be a waste of time. Then it's the becoming. Then you're becoming your whole authentic self. And when you're becoming that version of you, that is what allows you to rewire your subconscious mind. So now you know who you really are. You are clear on what it is that you want. You are rewiring your nervous system so that you can receive healthy love. Some of you will choose the bad boy every single time because that's what feels normal. So once you're able to rewire this, then you're able to get clear on who you are and what you want based on who you are, not the lies, not the fears, not the traumas. Can I take the class if I'm in a relationship that I'm not sure he's the one? Absolutely. There's several women, many women we've helped that were in relationships, even married. Okay? So yes, you can go to bossdiva.com to register for the summit, or if you download Her Pocket Coach app and you sign up at level 2 or 3, then automatically you will get a ticket to go to the summit. Okay? Now, here's another sexy one that many women like to do. Many women like to practice law of attraction and manifesting. How many of you guys have seen all the creators online talk about manifesting love? Say I. How many of you have seen all of that about manifesting? And it doesn't matter whether if you're manifesting money or whether if you're manifesting love or a new job or a new car. If you don't do this first, the clearing the love blocks part first, then baby, again, you are manifesting literally what your trauma, what your fears, what your subconscious beliefs about yourself are attracting. That's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting more of your fears. You're manifesting more of your doubts. Yes, ma'am. That's why you keep getting more of what you don't want. While you keep doing all the affirmations and all the things, all the journaling and all the books and all that other stuff. Yes, ma'am. And then the next step, you use this, okay? When you're aligned, then you use the law of attraction and manifesting and quantum leaping to be able to call for who you want. This is what guarantees that love's going to show up, so that when you're dating, you're not dating looking for a man. How many of you think that the purpose of dating is to find a man, to find love? Say I. Just tell the truth so I can teach you better. How many of you think that the purpose of dating is so you can find a man or find love? Say I. Let's see where you're at. or to not be lonely anymore. Okay? How many of you think that that's what the purpose of dating is? Come on, y'all, tell the truth. Tell the truth and stay in this live. It's going to change your life if you let it, ma'am. Okay? We got 5 people willing to admit that they think that the purpose of dating is to find a man. Okay? Tell me, put it in the chat what you think the purpose of dating is. What do you think the purpose of dating is? Somebody said to find a life partner. Put it in the chat what you think. It's to learn about yourself. Gina, it sounds like you've been watching my lives. I love it. She said, dating is for data. I love it. It is. But it's for more than that. I'm looking for something else. To gather information. You think it's to find your one, to find your husband, to interview if we match, to get to know each other, to gather data, to evaluate the man, to research. Okay? Whoever says the right answer, I'm going to give them a gift. To figure out what your problems are. To expose your flaws. That's one of the benefits of dating after you've done the work. To have my purposeful romantic best friend, to qualify if he's the one, to heal. Dating is not to heal, baby. If you go to dating to heal, what it's going to do is create more injury, is what it's going to do. Okay? Literally, dating is for one thing. Is for one thing. To gather data and to vet. For what? For what? Once you, listen, this is going to be one of those moments that once you realize this, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. It's going to save you so much time and so much frustration. You said having fun, for patterns, for long-term relationship. I still haven't got my answer yet. To find your romantic best friend, to make sure you beautiful ladies download Shay's app. Okay. To become the most magnetic self, to evaluate growth, to know when to choose you, what your non-negotiables. Y'all, all of these are great answers, but it's really for one thing. When you follow this process, it's for one thing. For clarity. I'm just going to tell you. Dating is for clarity, ladies. It is not to find your husband. It's not. No, ma'am. It's to get clear on what you want. It's to refine your asking. It's like looking at a menu at a restaurant and realizing that you thought you wanted okra, but you don't like how slimy okra is, and you don't want to eat okra with your salmon. Okay? That's what dating is. It's for you to get clear. You might think you want that rich man who's super busy, that runs a $1 billion company and that owns a boat and 10 planes. But he's busy and he's gone all the time. And you realize, like, you know what? I'm okay with the multimillionaire who owns a plane and he at least comes home every night. Like, I prefer that. Okay? I want a man who's more funny than serious. It helps you to refine your asking because you've already been tapping into the invisible laws of creation. You're already calling forth your soulmate. So it allows you to be able to switch. You know, when you're at a restaurant and you're like, it comes with like carrots on the side, and you're like, well, I don't really like carrots. Can I have broccoli? That's what dating is. Dating is so you can refine your asking. And then as you get more clear, then now you lock in. You lock in on what you want. Well, what's going to make the real you happy? Here's the problem. This is why you keep getting your heart broke. Listen to me, ladies. Y'all, listen to me. This is the reason why you keep getting your heart broken. The reason why you keep getting your heart broken is because you're not showing up in dating. You, the real you aren't showing up in dating. Your representative is. The other you, the no ma'am you, the you that was told that you weren't good enough somewhere, somehow, the you that's afraid of getting hurt again, The you who doesn't want to be wrong again. The you that thinks all men are dogs. The you who thinks that you're not pretty enough, skinny enough, young enough, whatever it is. That's why you keep attracting the same man with a different face or staying chronically single. That is why. Because you aren't dating. Your representative is dating. The one that has the love blocks is the one that is dating. And she will sabotage you every single time until you clear her. I need you to understand that, because a lot of you are wasting your time and setting yourself up for heartaches. Now, some of you, I'm confused. I just think you're hungry. Okay. I think you're hungry. You just want to eat. And for whatever reason, you don't want to cook. So you like to collect dinners like you're collecting infinity stones, and you don't, and you don't understand that you're literally wasting time. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are. You're going out with just anybody. You're giving your time to just anybody, and you're not properly dating these men. You don't even know what you're doing. You don't have clear intentions when you're dating. And the reason why is because you haven't gotten this part together, the becoming part. Because when you get the becoming part and you realize your true value, you're not going to give it to just anybody. You're not going to give your time. You're not going to break bread with just anybody. You're not going to consider just anybody. You're not going to just let anybody in your world. But when you get clear, because creation needs clarity, that's what allows you to date, refine your asking, and then receive and attract your romantic best friend. And then you get married. Okay? I just gave y'all the secret on why we have such a high success rate. This is why so many women come to us to be able to up-level their love lives and attract their romantic best friend. So many women that already have it all. The women who are I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to do the work, and I'm going to take accountability of myself. These type of women come to us all day, every day, because we have a system that they don't have to guess. So now back to her Pocket Coach app, which for those of you who are just joining, it is officially launching today. Everybody who's on this live is part of history. You are part of history because it is the very first of its kind AI-powered love coach from the convenience and privacy of your very own pocket. Now, many of you have downloaded it, and I'm getting ready to walk through the app right now with you. Okay. And I'm going to walk through, but I wanted to give like the Apple users who've been submitting their information to herpocketcoach.app. I wanted to give you an opportunity for you to get your emails. Have any of my Apple users, who are Aries? Okay. Any of my Leo Apple users have been able to get your email or your text yet with your link? Okay. Any of my Scorpio Apple users been able to get your text yet? Apple users. Now hurry up and go to herpocketcoach.com and download the app, because it takes the team an hour to be able to configure your information for you to get the link. Okay. Happy birthday. This is an awesome birthday present for you. You said you're an Aries, but not an Apple user. Okay, we have an Apple user who did get it. So the first batch did get it. Okay, so we have an Aries Apple user who did get it. Okay, so just submit it. It's coming. Okay, so I'm going to walk through with you on exactly what the app is and what you can look forward to. And we're going to unveil how absolutely beautiful the app is. Lovebug, are we ready? Can we go ahead and bring up the app? If you haven't downloaded the app yet and you have an Android, go to herpocketcoach.com and go ahead and download the app. Okay. Now you can either do the 5-day love challenge, which is absolutely free in the app, or you can do tier 1, which is only $25 a month in the app, or you can do tier 2, which is $297 in the app. And at that tier, you get access to all my courses, all of the AI features. You get access to all of my meditations, all of my elite level training. You just don't get access to the love success journey. And the love success journey that takes you through stage 1 all the way up to stage 7, all the way up to happily married. Okay. So you're not getting that at stage 1 and 2, but at stage 3, you do. You'll get access to everything that's in level 2 and level 1. You'll get all of that. So literally, whatever it is, whatever level, however much support that you want, however fast that you want your man, how elite you want your man. If you're okay with the man that's just meh, okay. If you're okay with meh, man, then do free, okay. If you want a man that's like then do level 1. If you want a man that's like okay, this man, he is gainfully employed. He's a masculine, marriage-minded man. He's going to want to pour into you and want to commit to you, then do level 2. If you want that man that has a boat or a plane and who is marriage-minded and who's going to want to build an empire with you, then you do tier 3. Okay? Now, if you're ready to take a tour of the app, say I. Oop. She said, and he will cheat, ma'am. That's what you attracting? That's ma'am. Is that your man? Is that what your man doing? Because, ma'am, it's time that you clock out, ma'am. That means if you are attracting cheaters, ma'am, he's a nacho. Not your man. Okay? He's not your man. And you are right. You are absolutely right. Whatever you believe is going to always be true for you. If you believe that every man is going to cheat, ma'am, you are absolutely right, baby. I feel sorry for you that's your belief system, but if you like it, I love it for you. Okay? All right. So, we ready to go? Love, we ready to go?
Yes, you see it on the phone right there?
I see it on the phone.
Okay.
Can you guys see it? I don't think TikTok can see it.
We might have to move TikTok and actually get there.
Tickety tock. Can you guys see the screen? Can you see it? Okay. TikTok can't see it. TikTok can't see it. If you want,
we might have to show it.
Ladies, I want you, as we're waiting, listen, as we're waiting for you to be able to see this app, I want you to put down in the chat a vision of your life with your romantic best friend. Like, imagine whatever type of man you want. If you want Walmart man, then go ahead and describe that. But if you want a man with a boat and you making love on a boat, at Lake Como in Italy, then go ahead and put that. But whatever your vision is of your future with your romantic best friend, I want you to describe it. Put it in the chat. Okay? Put it in the chat. Imagine yourself, you actually start this journey. You download her pocket coach, and you actually show up for yourself and do the work. And the way I designed the app is so it's gamified, so it's fun, so that you actually enjoy the process of showing up for you. The app will remind you of when it's time for you to do your morning, your afternoon, and your evening stuff that's helping to rewire your subconscious mind and teach you how to be able to properly date, how to be able to activate your feminine energy. It's doing all of that for you. You don't even have to think about it. It's going to tell you when you need whatever resources you need so that you're attracting the high level love. So I want you to put it in the chat. Describe to me for if you've already downloaded the app, ma'am. Okay? Make sure you download the app, then come back and then write your dream love experience. Just go ahead and drop it in the chat. I want to see who has the most exciting dream love experience. Hey, YouTube. YouTube in the house with that high value love. I love it. Okay, I think, is that Instagram that can see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, show you how
But TikTok can't. How can we split screen with TikTok? Her pocket coach, baby. Her pocket coach. It's not on Apple yet. You're getting a sneak peek. If you have Apple, you are actually getting exclusive first look access. So go to herpocketcoach.app and entering your information so my team can give you access. It takes an hour for it to come through. Like, it's a whole technical thing, y'all. Like, if you just knew what it took in order to create this app, I swear to goodness. I'm surprised my eye is not twitching. I'm so surprised that I haven't passed out. Okay. You said a successful man who puts you first. Ladies, what kind of man do you want? Describe it to me. What kind of man do you want? Do you know what you want? Do you know what you want your love story to look like? Or do we have a whole bunch of women that don't know what they want or don't believe that they can get what it is that they want? Okay. TikTok sure know how to delete your... Oh, there it is. You said you think you're gonna take it again. It's probably good. Let's see. I even bought one of you. Okay, powerful meditations. How do we scroll up? Blah, blah. And then how do we get it so TikTok can be able to see the app? Because I'm getting ready to run through it. And tell me who can see it. Y'all, we're doing like a streaming. Okay. You said you saw a TikTok about a woman who said her husband told her she had a mustache on the first date. And she married him. Ladies, can you imagine if you were on a date and a man tells you have a mustache? Tell me, put it in the chat. What would you do? What would you do if a man, this is the type of woman that when she gets married, her husband smashes the cake in her face or drops her in a pool? Like, ma'am, no ma'am. What would you do? She said, I'm leaving the date. What would you do if a man told you, first of all, I'm gonna tell you why he did it and what's it called. You said you would ask him to supply the milk. I would feel insulted. Y'all know ma'am. So, ladies, men would do something called negging. It's called negging. I would be turned off and let him know that was inappropriate. It's called negging. So it's when they put you down so they can knock you down a peg or two so that you're now insecure and worried about yourself and worried about proving yourself to him. It's a power move. It's what narcissists do. Charge him to get it removed. Wow. Sissy, I know you would, baby. I taught you better than that. You know, you better get up from that date, ma'am. Okay? Get up from that date. Pray I don't hit him before I walk away. Ooh, ma'am, don't be violent now. Okay? Don't be violent. All right, ladies. We're working on getting it so that we can stream on TikTok so you can see it. I pray that I don't. Y'all, did you see the lady who got married and then in her pretty dress, like she was taking pictures and her husband was holding her over the pool and she already looked like she was nervous and then he just dropped her in the pool? Have you seen that? Have you seen the videos of women who get married to these men and then he smashes cake in her face? Hello? Do you know what that is? You said, I want a man who's pure, wholesome, and vibrant. Thank you. That's what I thought you were talking about. Have you seen these videos? Like there's videos of people who get married, or when the woman tells him beforehand, like, please don't put the cake in my face, don't smash the cake in my face, and then he would smash the cake in her face. Or there was one where the husband, when he was doing his vows, he said that what he loved about her is that she had good pootie-tang. Okay? Her pootie-tang was great. And he said this in front of her father, in front of her family. That's how he disrespected his wife. And ladies, again, you don't have a man problem. The reason why you don't have love yet is because you have a love block problem. And your love block problem will attract these disrespectful, toxic men who will embarrass you in front of your family and your friends on your wedding day by dropping you in pools, smashing cake in your face, or saying something wildly inappropriate, because what that means is that he's publicly embarrassing you because it establishes control. It is a form of mental abuse. And they are so bold with it that they will do it in front of your loved ones. They would do it in front of your loved ones. What prevents you from attracting these kind of men, ladies, is by making sure that you make it your number one priority to A, know what your love blocks are, which is what her pocket coach is going to do. Her pocket coach is going to help you to diagnose exactly what is your love block. And then it's going to diagnose exactly what love stage are you in. If you're in stage 1, that means that you're highly blocked. That means you are disconnected from your feminine energy, from your feminine power. That means you are a magnet to feminine men, men who are man babies, men who are meaty back, meaty neck Build-A-Bears, okay? They are like gremlins, and that's the problem, ladies. It's like somebody done dropped some water. How many of you are from the 80s, okay? How many of you are from the 80s and you watched the movie Gremlins where they dropped a piece of water on a little baby monster who was cute at first, and then it grew little gremlins everywhere. And then the little monster, little gremlins was like terrorizing everybody, killing things. And this is what's happening with these little Build-A-Bears. Okay? Because you're giving these men the time of day because you don't know how to properly date and vet and select the right men. And then now it's growing more and more of them. Yes. Gizmo. It's funny. One of my fur babies' name is Gizmo. Imagine that. And you're literally growing gremlins. These men are gremlins. Okay? These Build-A-Bear men. Now there are good men, ladies. If you don't hear anything else from me, understand that there are good men. Can this be healed in marriage? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I have a client. Her name is Tiffany. Tiffany came to me a year and a half ago, and she was filing for divorce from her third husband. And when she came to me, she was like, it's all him. You know, he's not doing the things. I don't feel love. It was all of this stuff. Okay. And Tiffany was highly in her masculine energy, and she had separated from her husband around Christmas time, and it was now May. So they were separated from December, January, February, March, April, May. So for about 5 months, Tiffany was separated from her husband. By the time she did the love success journey, her and her husband started dating in 3 months. He was back in the house by month 4. And then they are the happiest they've ever been. It's been over a year and a half since she did all that. Okay. Her marriage completely elevated and transformed. And she's just one of many women who have been able to elevate her marriage by doing the love success journey. So if you haven't downloaded Her Pocket Coach is a source to do the love success journey. Go to herpocketcoach.com, or you can go to Android, and download Her Pocket Coach by putting in the search Her Pocket Coach, or you can go to Apple. If you want to download Apple, y'all. Okay, let me get it together. You want to download Apple, go to herpocketcoach.app. Because Apple, it launches on Monday, and you're getting a sneak peek. Okay, you're getting exclusive access for the people that's on this live. So if you want to be able to have access early on to the app, and when you register at tier 1 and tier 2, you get grandfathered in. So that means that you will forever just pay $25 a month, or forever just pay $297 a month, versus the price is going to go up. I'm going to raise it to $97 because it's worth it, ma'am. I put $1.5 million into this app. And then tier 2 is going to go up to $350. But for all of you who register early, then you're going to be grandfathered in. Also, I'm doing a day training. Okay. I'm going to do a full VIP day training where I'm going to teach you how to date an elite man, how to attract him, what is blocking you, what do you need to do so that you can be able to attract that kind of man who will fly you in his plane. Okay. The kind of man that will buy you a house. When I did my dating experiment, for those of you who missed this, I did a dating experiment where I went on over 100 dates in a little over 3 months. I interviewed over 4,000 men, women, and couples. And I studied and I read. I graduated pre-med biology anyways. I was accepted into medical school. And I read a ton of books, love, dating, and relationship books, studies on the anthropology of attraction, love, the psychology of attraction, and how can you trigger a man to want to commit to you, pursue you, be madly in love with you. And when I did this dating experiment, that's when I accidentally discovered the secret, because I wasn't trying to do all of this. I promise you I wasn't. It wasn't in the cards or my plan to be some guru or to be the best in the world at helping women to clear their love blocks and attract their romantic best friend. That was not my plan. But here we are. It evolved because I had women, I documented my journey on YouTube, and they saw men buy me a house. They saw men buy me a car. They saw men sending me on trips. They saw men constantly wanting to take me to the store. It was constantly a joke among my friends. I got tickets to the Masters, the Super Bowl open. And this works no matter your looks, your size, your age. And I proved it over and over and over again. If you don't believe me, you can go to my website. Because on my website, you will see all of the testimonials of women of various sizes, ages, races, who all got the same results that I was getting. Okay? It has nothing to do with what you think it is, because contrary to popular belief, men do not choose a woman based on her looks or based on how you make him feel. That is not how a man chooses his wife, ladies, at all. He chooses his wife, a quality man, let me put it that way. A man who's in his masculine energy chooses a wife based on, but before I even tell you this, tell me what you think he chooses his wife based on. Before I give you that information, you tell me what you think how a man chooses his wife. Hey baby, how are you? How do you think? Yes, ma'am. Because it's going to help you to determine what your money blocks are. And if you're retired, then it's okay. Just put whatever the retirement income is. Okay. Most beneficial to him. I'm clueless. I can respect that. A man chooses you based on respect. Okay. My husband in years is divorced, and my husband was a narcissist. Okay. Ladies, how do you think a man chooses his wife? Tell me. By their looks? By their looks? Are we ready, Love Bug? Were you able to get TikTok so that they can be able to see the app?
Not directly through here.
What can we tell them so they can see
I
it?
have to point the screens through there.
Okay. Let's do what we need to do. Okay. If Deja is on this live, let us know so we can be able to patch you in. If Pretty's on this live, let me know. Availability, vasopressin. Vasopressin does help him to bond to you. But doing this thing, this is what makes him produce the vasopressin. Kindness, her quality as a woman. Ladies, I haven't found the answer yet. I haven't seen the answer yet. No, ma'am. And can you imagine dating and you think that this is the way a man is choosing you, and then you don't really know, so then you're not able to be truly intentional. You're not able to be intentional. So then now you're wasting his time. And this is the answer. I was waiting to come because I knew somebody was going to say this hot mess foolishness, that the way you get a man to fall in love with you by stressing him out. How many have heard that? That you have to stress a man the hell out in order for him to choose you. Her unlocked feminine energy. Nope, that's not it. Ladies, listen. Only men that will choose you because you're stressing them out are the most toxic, dysfunctional men. That's it. Okay? A man wants peace. He is not going to want a woman who is stressing him out. It's the worst piece of advice that went viral online. That's just simply not true. Falling in love with you is stressful. It produces cortisol because his testosterone is dropping. But it's not stressing him out. You don't intentionally stress him out in order for, like, who wants to be stressed out? Do you want to be stressed out? Ma'am? No, ma'am. I was married 20 years. And then what happened? Okay? You don't want to be stressed out. So I'm going to walk you through the app so you can see exactly how it works and how it learns you and adapts to you so that you can be able to attract love. If you're on TikTok, we're going to have to like show you the phone because I don't think there's a way to be able to stream TikTok. You said he was a cheater and alcoholic, so I left. Aisha, how much would you pay to avoid attracting that kind of man? Because I know it was expensive and I know it was stressful as hell. What would you do to avoid never, ever attracting another narcissistic, alcoholic cheater again in your life? By allowing him to be vulnerable? No, ma'am. Ladies, this is how a man chooses a woman. He doesn't choose a woman based on how you make him feel. He doesn't choose him based on how nice you are or how pretty you are or how much you respect him, even though he does want this respect. He chooses you based on how you make him feel about himself. That's how a man chooses you. He chooses you based on how you make him feel about him. So you respecting him makes him feel good about him. Okay? You being in your feminine energy where he can pour into you, that makes him feel good about him. That's what triggers the vasopressin. The vasopressin is his bonding hormone. And that bonding hormone is what triggers him to want to provide for you, commit to you, protect you. That's what was making these men give me the houses, the cars, the tickets, the shopping sprees, the traveling, all of that stuff. That's what it was. Because I was able to figure out how to trigger that within them. But I couldn't trigger that and attract a healthy man who would love my soul until I cleared the love blocks. That's what it comes down to. Okay, that's what it comes down to. So let's walk through the app. And if you haven't yet, ladies, we are officially launching Her Pocket Coach, which is the very first of its kind AI-powered love coach from the privacy and the convenience of your very own pocket. Now, you always have me. You always have a resource, an expert based in neuroscience and psychology and all kinds of different things, which are just a bunch of experts in your pocket that combine a modality that shows you how to clear your love blocks and how to navigate the dating scene, how to increase your feminine energy and lead you to your romantic best friend. That's the bottom line of what Her Pocket Coach does. So Lepa, can you please, how do we point it so that they can see it? This is going to be weird.
I'm going to put this over here and point here.
Can Instagram see it? Can Facebook see it?
I will have to do the same thing as YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and they're all on there. They're good. It's
TikTok. Hey, why don't y'all just get on Instagram?
That's the best experience right now.
Thank you, Liz. Liz says it's a great app. I was just on it. I love it. Thank you. On the app is where are you at? Soft Life. I think you got stuck before, didn't you? Email support at Shay Better. It might just be something with your phone, a setting or what have you that can help you. Okay. If you're on TikTok, get on Instagram so that you can be able to see it and I can walk you through. If you're YouTube, go to Instagram, shayyourlovediva.com or go to shayyourlovediva, not shayyourlovediva.com, shayyourlovediva so that you can walk through it because I really don't want you to miss it. Stay open on TikTok because when you stay on TikTok, if you can, then that pushes us up in the algorithm and then it allows more women to be aware of this. And y'all think about it. There's some women out there that's crying right now because she's tired of having to do it alone, because she is a powerhouse in every other aspect of her life except love, because she knows that she's not giving her kids a good example of what love looks like and she wants better for her children. So when you invite your friends and invite your family and invite your coworkers and women that you know need this resource, then you actually push us up in the algorithm. When you like it, okay? When you like and you follow, then you are part of helping other women who are really struggling. And the kind of women that have come to us, some of them have wanted to give up on life. And now they have a brand new life that has changed the course of their children forever because they were able to get our help. So all you have to do is just simply like this video and stay on, and that pushes us up in the algorithm. But if you're on Instagram, just say Instagram so I know you're there so I can have all of you here as I walk through the app, okay? I want you to be able to see it. And if you can see it on Instagram, say yes, ma'am. Okay. I want to make sure you can see it. You can see it on Instagram, say yes, ma'am. And make sure you've already downloaded it on your phone so that you can also have the app. All my Apple users, again, if you're just joining us, you have to go to herpocketcoach.app. Okay. Go to herpocketcoach.app. When you go to herpocketcoach.app, then you are able to submit your information and they will email you a link or text you a link. Somebody fill in our Diva sister, Desiree, who's just joining us. Fill her in on the historic moment of right now and how what we're doing right now is going to help her to get married in the next 12 months, to get engaged in the next 12 months. Okay. I'm getting ready to show you that if you're still single, you don't have a man problem. The reason why you don't have love yet is because you have love blocks. And just by this tool, by downloading Her Pocket Coach, then that is going to allow you to have the tool that's going to help you to get engaged, ma'am, in a year, 12 months from now. Okay? It's super. Imagine that the only thing you have to do is download an app and use it. Then you end up attracting your romantic best friend. You end up doubling and increasing your income. You end up being able to live life more abundantly the way it was meant to live just because you did one thing, and that's download the app. If you have Android, just go to the Google Store. It's in the Google Play Store. You can just download it from there. Okay? If you're on TikTok, mosey over to Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and join me live on Instagram so that you can see the app as I go through the app. If you're on YouTube, thank you for joining. Come over to Instagram so that you can see me live stream the app. I want to make sure everybody's on so I don't start without you. Y'all ready? Instagram, y'all ready? All right. Why are you here?
You don't want me to point the TikTok on?
No, I took TikTok to come over to Instagram. You want to see the app? We're going through the app. Can you find it on Instagram, Miss Liz? Shay Your Love Diva. Okay. All right. So when you're onboarding, this only comes up. These screens only come up. See, now I got a hold. My daggone head is in the way. Love bug. Can you move my head?
Yes.
Hold on, y'all. So this onboarding only happens one time. So the first time you onboard is the only time that you're going to see this so that you actually understand about the love type, the archetypes, and why it is that you're here. So it shows like every woman who's struggling in love carries a unique energetic pattern. The onyx is the overgiver. The amethyst is the wounded one. The citrine is the confused romantic. The ruby is the guarded boss. The diamond is the insecure achiever. And knowing your love archetype, it allows you to be able to diagnose what's going on. Okay? Be able to diagnose so that you can clear it. And then also what the app is going to do is your feminine energy and readiness. If you're struggling to attract or keep masculine men, your feminine energy and subconscious readiness are likely blocked. So we'll help you to identify and restore your receiving energy. And this is one of my favorite clients. She's so amazing. She grew multi-million-dollar businesses, was very successful, helped her husband to grow a multi-million-dollar business, only for him to cheat, okay, like the narcissist that he was. And she realized that her magnet to attracting healthy love was broken. So then she enrolled in our love success journey and her life completely transformed. And then she was able to start her own multi-million-dollar business and then go on to be able to attract men who can really see her and really love her. And then how many of you guys remember Miss Universe from Colombia? The only one ever that was called and awarded. She won, and then she had to have her crown removed on national TV. because Steve Harvey made a mistake and called the wrong person. How many of you know who I'm talking about? Ari? Okay. Yay. I am too. How many of you guys remember who I'm talking about? Like Miss Universe, who Steve Harvey announced the wrong one. And then she was like the second runner-up. Or the first runner-up. Yeah, it was kind of sad. You can imagine how that affected her. It affected her self-esteem. It affected her feminine energy. She's the one that was in the movie with Van Diesel. Y'all, she got a chance to kiss Van Diesel. Can you believe that? She had acted alongside Van Diesel. But she was like losing contracts. She was losing modeling deals. She was losing gigs. She was dating a narcissistic man who didn't see her value. And she was tired of it. So then she enrolled in our Love Success Journey, and her life completely transformed. She started getting more contracts than she was before. She was attracting like top level men, like billionaires. Okay. This one man who's crazy about her, he owned a boat and a plane, and he was constantly taking her out on amazing dates. And he really, really, really cared about her. And she went on to do extremely well. That was Ari. And then this is Allie. Allie, who was a police officer, and she was really struggling. Her father was a narcissist. She kept attracting narcissists. I think her ex left her at the altar. He was her fiance, and he basically abandoned her at the altar. And she was really disillusioned when she came to us, and when she did the Love Success Journey, her life completely transformed. She was able to attract her now husband. She is married, and she has her own business now. She was a police officer, and she's making more money than ever, happier at the happiest level in her life ever. And it's so amazing to see like how much her life has transformed. This is Michelle. Michelle is a corporate exec at a Fortune 500 company, like a top level exec. She doesn't want us to reveal what company that she works for, but it is well-known company. And Michelle, when she came, again, she was attracting and dating narcissistic men, and she was tired of it. She was always the fixer-upper, the person dating these men who wanted to like tell her the sob story just for her to go in and try to fix it. And she just wanted somebody who would be willing to pour into her. So Michelle was able to clear those love blocks, and through our Love Success formula, she was able to attract her husband, who is amazing, who absolutely adores her. He's the kind of man that's like, hey, baby, here's my credit card. I paid for you and your daughter to go on a cruise, have fun, live your life. It's great. He's amazing. And then she also doubled her income. Like her Fortune 500 company literally carved out another job for her that doubled what she was making before she even started the program. And that's what goes on. When you clear your love blocks, you oftentimes clear your money blocks. Okay? Because the energy of love and money are cousins. So when you clear one, then you clear the other. And that's the reason why a lot of our students go on to make much more money. And you can never make too much money. And then this is Shima. Shima is amazing. Adore her. Like literally. If I can have 50 billion clients like her, I would. Because Shima was the type of woman who tried coaching. She tried therapy. She tried journal work. She tried reading a bunch of books. She tried watching a bunch of videos. She did the shadow work. She did the listening to podcasts. She did all the things. She was one of the youngest VPs in the country, okay, of a major company. And even as a top performing, successful VP, vice president of a company, she couldn't seem to attract quality men. She kept attracting the Build-A-Bears, and she was tired of it. So then she enrolled into my Elite Boss Diva program, and her life completely transformed. She even talks about in one of her videos how she was addicted to marijuana. And even with being addicted to marijuana, she couldn't stop. And once she went through our Love Success formula, then she was able to release the addiction from marijuana. Her life changed. She was attracting a different caliber of man, the men that saw her, valued her, and wanted to pour into her. So, it's so pretty. This isn't therapy, y'all. This is on a whole nother level than therapy. This is transformation. It's personalized, it's energetic, and it's proven. And I literally poured my heart. So even as you go through the app, you're going to feel me. You're going to hear me, okay, through your journey. So, Love Bug, can we just, because I want to skip this and go to the inside part.
Gotcha.
This is the onboarding. I don't want you to see the whole password. Not you, but there's some neighbors that will copy what I'm putting for the credit card. So we're going to just get logged in. Okay. So you can see what the dashboard looks like. And then I'm going to show you how to be able to navigate it. Here's the thing about Her Pocket Coach that's so powerful, because you get results by 3 C's. And I always tell women whenever they're enrolling in the Love Success Journey that in order to get into our program, because we qualify, one thing we don't do is we don't believe in convincing or selling anybody. So we always say that you must have the 3 C's in order to be successful. You must be consistent, coachable, and committed to your journey. If you have that, then you're going to get the results. So what we did in Her Pocket Coach is we gamified the experience so that you want to be consistent. You are celebrated for showing up for yourself consistently. You actually enjoy showing up for yourself, putting yourself first. It is gamified and is designed to rewire your subconscious mind daily. So consistency beats the intensity. The streaks, the love coins, the badges, these are what keeps your brain engaged long enough to rewire what and who you are attracted to. So what I want you to do is if you haven't yet, go to Her Pocket Coach. Make sure that you are in the Google Play Store downloading Her Pocket Coach. And if you have Apple, ma'am, don't go to the Apple store, okay? Don't go to the Apple store because Apple is not getting the launch yet until Monday. So if you want to get exclusive access, go to herpocketcoach.app in order to get your first look and access if you have an Apple. All right? And I'm not going to judge all my Apple users. Here, let's go. All right, so we're going back to this.
You want me to switch back up?
Yeah, yep.
So you can see the navigation.
So let's talk about the gamified. All right, so here's the gamification screen. And on the gamification screen, you'll know exactly what day you're on, how many days that you've been consistent. You actually get points. It's like really flashy and pretty, and it tracks like how long you've been being consistent. And it shows you like what days that you missed. Don't miss any days, ma'am, because you got to understand the whole purpose is neurons that wire together, fire together. So if your neurons are wired and firing to attract dysfunctional toxic relationships, then that means that in order to break it, you have to be consistent. It's like tuning a piano, okay? And once you tune a piano, it's going to go back to the way it was before at first. And then you keep tuning it. Or if you go to a chiropractor, he keeps adjusting you consistently, then eventually your body stays adjusted much longer. And it's the same thing with you transforming so that you can attract high-level love. Again, can you go out and just attract any man? Yes, ma'am, it's not hard, okay? Attracting a man is not hard. It is what kind of man are you attracting? If you want to attract the kind of man that is going to pour into you and love your soul long term, somebody who's going to be your best friend, somebody who's already doing life at the highest level, somebody who is able to pour into you and add value to you mentally, emotionally, and financially, then that means that you're going to have to up level to that level. And this is what this does. It helps you to rewire your neurons so that they're firing and wiring to attract that high level man. Okay? So this is what the home dashboard looks like once you onboard. Every day you have your affirmation for the day. And the affirmation isn't just generic, right? So let's say that you are in the app and your friend downloads the app. You guys are 2 different people. So the app is AI powered. It's learning you. It's going to give you the affirmation specific to you and what you need. If you are enrolling in these cookie cutter coaching programs and you're wondering why it's not working for you, it's not working for you because it's cookie cutter. It doesn't know you. You're different than the next woman. Your background, your experiences, the way you think, your needs are different. And you should have a tool and a resource that adapts to your needs, that is unique like you are unique. So the daily affirmation is AI powered, and this will be the affirmation that you're saying throughout the day. This is somebody who's enrolled in Diva University. And then when you tap on the morning ritual, you don't have to guess at it. You'll know exactly what to do. You're setting your morning intentions. This is your journal. So the app actually has a journal in it. And the journal is AI powered. It's going to give you prompts of what to think of. It's going to help you to be able to dive deep subconsciously. What are your ways of thinking about things or your patterns that you may not even be aware of? You're going to set your morning intentions first. That's what your journal is going to have you do in the morning, okay? Then you're going to do the gratitude meditation. And this, is it not letting me do it because I didn't finish doing my morning intentions?
Probably. You gotta follow
Okay.
the script.
See, listen, you got to follow the script. I wouldn't let you go forward, so it's not going to let you go forward. Don't do what I'm doing. Okay, don't do what I'm doing. Hopefully, let's see if it lets me do it. It's not. I'm not doing enough. Okay, so then once you do what you're supposed to do, because I didn't do that for my morning intentions, it's like, no, ma'am. Okay, we got to get these morning intentions. If you want the results, then you got to do what it is that I'm telling you to do. So you got to set your morning intentions. Then you're going to do your gratitude meditation. Then you're going to do your sacred womb exercise. Then you're going to do the morning mirror work. Then you're going to do your feminine dance. And I just created a feminine dance for you, new music for all of my Diva University, Boss Diva University, and Diva in the Making students. You will have access to my entire meditation library. And me and my team went back and forth. They were like, no, you should charge. They're like highly valuable. I hired a producer to create my very own meditations. Like, they aren't like computer made meditations. They have certain kind of instruments. There's light codes in it. There's number codes in it designed to go directly to your subconscious mind, speak to your DNA to help to rewire you energetically to receive healthy love, to be able to heal. Okay. Then after you do the morning, then here is the afternoon ritual. And then here's your journal. And it has the afternoon journal. And it changes every day. And it's going to change based on what your need is. That's what's so exciting. And eventually, because the app is going to keep evolving, the journal is going to talk back to you. It's going to ask you to think about things in a different way and ask you questions that go deeper, like a coach, in order to be able to guide you. Then when you go to the community, it's time for you to post in the community. Okay? I'm in Diva University. If you're in Diva in the Making, you're not going to have access to Diva University. If you're in Diva University, you're not going to have access to Boss Diva University. Boss Diva University is at the highest level. So when you're thinking about the love success pyramid, right, from stages 1 through 7, that's how you get to happily ever after. That's how you get to happily married. Diva in the Making takes you from stage 1 to stage 3. Diva University takes you from stage 1 to stage 4, 5. Boss Diva University takes you from stage 1 all the way up to happily married to stage 7 and making more money and more abundance and tapping into your spiritual powers. Like, Boss Diva University is exclusive and it's next level. Okay, so let's go into what it looks like if you're in the community for Diva University. Every morning you have to do an AM check-in. So after you do all of your homework for the AM, then you come into the community and you click on AM check-in, and then you say AM done. Boom. Now you get points. You're going to get points for doing your AM check-in. Okay? Same thing with PM check-in. When you go to the gym, when you're doing mirror work, this is where you're adding your selfie. Okay? So you add your picture of you know, because I have my students go to the gym, because when you go to the gym and you work out at least 3 times a week, you produce a chemical in your brain that helps you with transformation. It helps you with clearing. It helps you with healing. Okay? I think Alicia's saying that there was freezing. Are you guys seeing freezing? All right. If you have any wins, okay, you were doing the work and then you notice that more men are seeing you and complimenting you and wanting to help you, and you are triggering like high quality men, then you're going to go in here in this channel, okay, so that you can share those wins. And you get points when you're sharing. Accountability is when you're checking in with your partners, and then it's an exclusive Diva Tea Time is the exclusive community. Now, when you are in part of the love success journey, you're part of a community of women that are pouring into you, supporting you, encouraging you. That's what makes it so beautiful, because you're not alone. You're not doing this alone. You're not feeling like you're alone. So now you're joining a group of women that's pouring into you. You're pouring into them. And what I found is the women that are most engaged with their accountability partners and their accountability groups are the ones that get the best results. So this has been 2 decades in the making. This is 2 decades of me studying this and helping women and figuring out the formula that works with getting women the best results. And so all of that has been combined and added to the app to get you the same results. So now, okay, you don't even need your Calm app anymore, okay? You don't need your Calm app anymore. You have your meditations right here in the meditation lounge. You have your gratitude meditation, your feminine energy meditations, your PM meditations for your daily meditations, your healing meditations, healing parental trauma, healing and breaking soul tie meditations. And like I said, I'm adding meditations that I commissioned somebody to create and produce that actually have light code in it. And it has like solfeggio tones and binaural beats and all of that good stuff that really help to, again, fire and rewire your brain so that it aligns with you being able to receive healthy love. Healing traumas, if healing from sexual assault, healing inner child, all of that designed for women, by women, so that you're not just getting meditations that carry the masculine energy imprint in them. You're actually getting meditations that's designed for you. I actually paid to have, and it was a lot of money, I paid to have a breathwork meditation for you as a woman. And on Monday, when you attend the Elite Dating Summit that I'm going to be doing on Monday, then you're going to get the first look into being able to experience that powerful meditation. And you're going to be breathing in your womb. You're going to be breathing through your chakras. It's absolutely powerful and amazing. Okay. And then here's like bonus meditations. We have a sexual transmutation meditation where you use the energy, the sexual energy, to move it through your body to be able to clear traumas. It's just amazing. Okay. You're able to see exactly what is your love archetype. What is your feminine energy level? You'll be able to see what stage are you in. Are you in stage 1? Are you in stage 2? Are you in stage 7? You'll see up here what stage that you're in. I don't think they can see the top part, love bug. Then if you're in Diva University or Boss Diva University or Tier 3 in the program, then you have access to all of my courses. Okay? And you can see all these courses that I have. It's a lot. And you will, as long as you're a member of the app, you have access to all unlimited amount of my courses and the supplemental courses. And I have, I want to say like 17 supplemental courses. So, and you can't, and here's the thing about the supplemental courses, because they're so powerful. They're designed to unlock when you're at that part of the journey. And it will tell you, we recommend that you do this supplemental journey. And if you are dealing with like the dark night of the soul, or let's say that you are a woman that you prefer same sex. Okay. I even have a supplemental course for that. Let's say you're a married woman. I have a supplemental course for that. Let's say you're a single woman with a blessing in the form of children. I have a supplemental course for that. Let's say that you have a daughter who is a teenager, then I give you the opportunity for you to be able to buy a supplemental course for her. It's a 30-day journey that will help your teenage daughter. If you're a corporate woman and your career and you want to be able to balance love in your career, I have a supplemental journey available for you to be able to get that. So these supplemental journeys are extremely, extremely powerful. But isn't this pretty? It's so pretty. And then this is Shay AI. Okay. Now, Shay AI right now is like you put in the question and then Shay AI will give you the answer for now. But when the update happens next week, it will be a talking avatar. It would be me that's like walking around in a room that's actually talking to you. There's some more updates that they're doing, but I will be able to coach you. Okay? And you see how she sounds like me? Like I'm like talking to you. And again, the AI is learning you, the avatar is learning you, the journal is learning you. The whole system's designed to be a love coach. So it's all learning you. And as it's learning you, it's customizing your experience for you so that you can clear those love blocks that are in your way that is keeping you from the love that you want, which will allow you to be free to activate that feminine energy. And when you activate that feminine energy, you can anchor it. That means that you're not only drawing in men, ladies, they are staying. You are drawing in the good men who want to marry you. That is required in order if you want to get a masculine man that's going to actually add value. So this is Pocket Cook Shay. Her name is actually Pocket Cook Shay. How many of you guys like what you see so far? Say aye. How many of you like it as much as I did? How many of you like it? How many of you think it's pretty? Y'all should have saw it was a mess before. It's a hot mess. For real. It was, I can't even tell you. They even created an avatar in the beginning that looked like Moana, and that's what they said I look like. It was a hot mess. I'm really proud of how far this app has come and where it's at and what it's doing. Now, ladies, if you really want to transform your love life, if you're sick and tired of being on the edge of finding love, but then it failing every single time, then now you have a tool. Now you have a resource that can help you to not just get any man, but to get that high value man that is in his masculine energy, that is marriage minded, and who will love your soul. And whatever your budget is, how much support or little support you want, it is available for you now at Her Pocket Coach. And again, for all of you who register at level 2, then we will see a list of all of you, and then you're going to get an email so that you can get access to my training. My training is next Monday. If you want to just buy your ticket next Monday, if you want to sign up at level 1, then you can do that, or even the free. If you want to do the trial for the 5 days, then you can do that as well. Sign up for the trial on Her Pocket Coach, and then go to bossdiva.com and then grab your ticket so that you can join me on Monday for the Elite Dating Training, ladies. Now, who has any questions? Before I go, who has any questions? Let me start answering it. Okay. Bug, what questions are coming through? Because it's too far from my glasses to see. I can't see them.
Let's ask some questions.
For those of you who are registering for the summit for Monday, what comes with your $49 ticket when you register, and again, the registration closes on Sunday, and only 100 people will be allowed to join the summit. But what comes with your ticket is a love blueprint call. And on that love blueprint call, it's for 15 minutes. Then my love specialist is going to go through what your results are for your love success assessment, help you to understand what your archetype really means, what your feminine energy level, whatever it is, what it really means, and then what your love stage is, and what are the next steps that you should do. And then you're going to get a printout. So you're going to get a love blueprint report. Okay. Like, I'm paying for you to get a love blueprint report that comes with your ticket to the to the Elite Love Summit. All right. And for those of you who want me, okay, you want to be coached by me, you want to be in a VIP intimate environment with me, then you can get the VIP ticket. Normally, just to be able to sit down and talk to me, I charge $2,000 an hour. And even for like a love mapping call, it's $499. But you can join me in the VIP session before we start the training from 12 to 1, and it's only $197. Okay, so you can go ahead and grab your ticket. I think we're only going to allow 20 people in there because we want to at least be able to answer the most questions as possible in that environment. So you can go ahead and snag one of those VIP tickets. Okay. For those of you who are really having challenges when it comes to love, what questions do you want to ask me? If you can ask a master at helping women, and I've helped thousands of women to be able to attract high value love. Okay. I had one client, she was already a doctor. She was already successful, but she kept attracting Build-A-Bears, and she was able to attract a man that owns a plane. Okay. And I helped her to attract him in 5 months, and he bought her a car before they even got married. Bought this woman a car, like a Maserati or something, and then proposed to her, and they got married in a year. So if you can ask me anything, knowing that these are the kind of results that I get from my students, what would you ask me, ladies? You don't know about what, baby? What is it that you don't know? About men, about love? What is it that you don't know? Let's help you to know. What are you experiencing, Sharon? What have you been experiencing with men? You said, I'm just ready for my transformative season. I love it. If you're willing to show it for yourself and do the work, baby, it's waiting for you. You said, I keep attracting younger men. Interesting. And then what happens? You attract these younger men who are looking for a mama, who are looking for somebody to take care of them. These men can't even pour into you. They can't even add value. You're literally attracting man babies. Sharon, what's your archetype? What is your love archetype? Did you take the love success assessment when you got on the app? Did you download the app? You was an Onyx. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense, because Onyx are going to attract the men that are the man babies. Because he's going to give you his sob story. You're going to feel sorry for him. You're going to want to encourage him. You're going to want to fix him up. You're going to want to, do all the things. And the reason why you're doing that is because it makes you feel needed. So having somebody who's beneath you, who needs you, makes you feel validated. It makes you feel worthy. Because somewhere along the line in the story, then you believe the lie that you weren't enough, that you had to earn love in order to get it. And you do that through doing for a man. You said the app said that you was a citrine. If you change your answers, then the app is going to change. That is going to also change the answers. Okay. But whether you're an Onyx or a citrine, it's the same pattern. I find that citrine and Onyx tend to attract the same type of men. Anyway, can a woman who is financially struggling find a man who is financially successful and will provide? Do you want my honest answer? Now listen, I know people like the story of Pretty Woman, and people love, like the Snow White or Cinderella stories. They love that. But the truth of the matter is that if you're financially struggling, you are radiating a frequency, a vibrational pattern. And that vibrational pattern of lack is attracting men that are lacking in different areas of their life. So for you to want to align with a man who's wealthy, and he's wealthy not only financially, mentally and emotionally and spiritually, there's not a balance there. That's why I was telling women, get the finances in order. And if you're struggling with the finances, again, that's love blocks, baby. Your love blocks will affect your finances. Having love blocks is expensive. Okay? Some of you are losing already $25 a month. You're already losing $50 a month. You're already losing $400, $500, $1,000, $5,000 a month already by not fixing your love blocks. So my recommendation is that get the finances in order first before you start dating, because when you're struggling financially, you're just a magnet to the men that are going to lie to you, that's going to deceive you. You can't really see clearly. You're in high cortisol. You're in your lower root chakra. You're in your survival energy. And that is going to attract bottom of the barrel type of men. How many of you guys understand what I'm talking about? You've experienced that. Because I sure did. Okay? I sure did. That's how I ended up marrying a married man who was a Build-A-Bear, who lied about being married, who had an entire wife in another state. I was big into real estate. I bought a real estate deal and lost $250,000 doing the real estate deal. And here he came on his little white horse. And he was like, I'm here to save the day. I want to give you the world. I'm going to get you a mansion and all sort of stuff. We pulled up to his mansion. He had a nice car. Honey, when I tell you, this man was as broke as a joke. The house was being foreclosed on. The car was repossessed. He was just loud money, flashy, with nothing, with no substance. Okay? He didn't have anything. Where's my Instagram family at? I can't tell on the board. Do you still resent him? No, I'm thankful for him. I'm thankful for all of my exes. Ladies, you know, I don't believe in telling women to just forgive. I don't. I believe in truly healing. Because when you truly heal and you realize that everybody is part of your journey, and every single one of those men were a gift that led me to what I'm doing right now. Every single one of those men set me up to be able to meet and appreciate my husband, who is my romantic best friend and who's amazing. And I thank God for every single one of them. I'm thankful that for them disappointing me, for betraying me, for hurting me. I'm so thankful. I can see how it fits in the perfect picture of my life. That is true forgiveness. That's true healing. I don't need to forgive them. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You know, I have experienced so many different things in my life. I've almost died 5 times. I was, the first time I almost died, I was in a car accident that my friend fell asleep at the wheel, and then the car spun around, flipped over, and it flipped over the median, okay, and rolled down the hill of a median. And I just walked away with a scratch on my knee. And then another time when I almost died, I was shot in the chest in a drive-by shooting. Now, I grew up in the suburbs, okay? I was visiting Atlanta. I wanted to go partying with my cousin, even though my dad told me I wasn't allowed to go out. I was visiting family. I lived in Florida, and I was visiting Atlanta. And we were sitting outside of Peacock, for anybody who knows old Atlanta. And a car came out of nowhere and started shooting. And several people were hit. Several people passed away. And I was hit 3 times. And one of the times that I was hit in the chest. And then the 3rd time that I almost died, I had a heart attack. And then the 4th time that I almost died, it's going to come to me. Can't remember, but it's going to come to me. The 5th time I almost died was, the 4th time I almost died, it was my son. So I was giving birth to my last child, and I was in labor for not 1, not 2, not 4, but 5 days, full blown oxytocin, Pitocin level labor. And the epidural wasn't even working. So for those of you who had children, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. And so I was in labor for 5 days, and somehow they made a mistake. I was on a blood thinner, and it took 5 days for me to deliver him. And once I delivered him, I wouldn't stop bleeding. And then I flatlined. So my heart stopped, and I had the whole crossing over experience. I literally saw God, had a whole conversation with God. I don't mind even telling you what that whole experience was about, like what dying was like. And then the last time that I almost died, I ended up getting Graves' disease. And the Graves' disease was so bad, it was affecting my thyroid, and it was causing my heart to like beat so fast. Okay. And the doctors were like, you're going to end up having a heart attack because of your thyroid. So they found out that the reason why I had the first heart attack is because my thyroid was out of balance. It was my thyroid that caused me to be able to have the heart attack the first time. And so when they found out that I had Graves' disease, it was so bad. They were like, at any moment you can go into cardiac arrest. That's how bad it was. So they were like, you have to get your thyroid removed. I didn't want to have my thyroid removed. I was trying everything I could to be able to heal it. The same way I healed it after I had the heart attack the first time. I healed my heart. And so they were like, it's impossible. You know, you gotta get it removed. So I am in Dr. Joe Dispenza's source documentary because I am the first person in the world to be able to regrow my thyroid. After I had the surgery, I ended up regrowing my thyroid that is now working. So I'm not on any medication. I don't have Graves' disease anymore. I'm completely healed with that. I say all that to say that with all of the times that I almost died and what I've been through, I am absolutely 100% clear that everything that I went through was to bring me to this moment here. I was called to serve you. I was called to serve the women who simply just want to be shown the way. The women who knows that love is waiting for them. They've already tried doing everything, and they're not willing to give up on love, and they're not willing to give up on themselves. They just simply want to know the answer. And I know that I had to go through all of that in order to live for this day, to provide a solution to help women worldwide to have the kind of love God intended for everybody. The high level love with a man who sees you, who loves you, who adores you, who wants to pour into you. And for any of you who want to take that step and have that kind of love, then here is my encouragement to you. First, know that your soulmate is out there and true love exists. Second, go to the Google Play Store and download Her Pocket Coach. If you are an Apple user, then go to herpocketcoach.app. You can't go to the Apple Play Store anymore because it won't be available until Monday. So you got to go to herpocketcoach.app in order for you to put in your information so that my team can send you a exclusive link for you to be able to download the app. And then when you download the app, then baby, use it. Okay? Use it. Be all in. Be committed to meet the soulmate who is praying for you right now, who is preparing for you right now. Remove and let go of your fears, your doubts, your beliefs that you're not enough, that there's no good men, that you're never going to find love. Like, let go of all of that. Let go of the idea that because of whatever happened in your past, that you are not the prize, because that is a lie. You have always been the prize. And when you finally clear what is blocking you from love, then the right person will rise up and claim you as the prize you've always been. Thank you so much for being here and being with me and being part of such this great day and part of history. And I cannot wait to see you on this journey to love. We've already had over 500 or 600 downloads in one day. Ladies, like, you are breaking a record that we didn't even anticipate. We've already had over 600 downloads, and it's because of you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for telling your friends. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for following. For all of the founders, thank you for believing in me before I even did the app, for already investing in the app. We will have a page in the app in 2 weeks that will have a list of all of our founding members and your contribution to making this app become what it is and bring it into fruition. And I just want you to know that I love you and I thank you. And for all of my students who love me, who trust me, who allowed me to serve you and to be able to bring you top quality service, thank you. I don't take it lightly. I love you and I appreciate you. And my greatest reward is watching you transform, watching you finally be loved for the queen that you are. I love you all. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining me on this live amazing launch of Her Pocket Coach. And I will see you ladies on the inside. Bye, divas. Good night, good night, good night. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Thank you. Tell all your friends about Her Pocket Coach. I'll see you in the app. Bye, ladies. What?
They just got home.
Okay.